Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a story time video. I haven't done one of these before just because, I don't know what I talk about, and also I don't want my whole channel just to be like story time videos, but I kind of like to make whatever I want, and I felt like I should tell this story. Obviously you can tell I'm wearing this hat. I don't wear this hat often because I don't know how to wear it. Like, I feel like I look awkward, but this is a 21 Pilots hat that I got at their concert because that is what this story time is about. This isn't a story time video where it's like, oh, I got kidnapped, and it's not like the worst thing that's ever happened to me, but I felt like it was worth sharing because still to this day I am still very angry about it. So I went to the 21 Pilots concert. They came to, I think it's called The Myth in Minnesota, and I saw it. It was sometime during the winter. I think it was in like October, November. Yes, it was October 29th, 2015. It was nice because The Myth, it's not like the Target Center or anything. Like, I know they're coming to XL Energy Center in July and I'm seeing them then, but it was a little bit smaller, so that way it's not just like a big auditorium. It's a little bit more personable. My stepdad has a friend who works at the Target Center, so I asked if he could get us tickets for this 21 Pilots concert because I found out about it after it had already sold out, so I'd have to get tickets through like a third party, and that's always like suspicious and they're so much more priced. And so he actually did get us tickets for free, and I was so stoked. He's got us tickets before, but I didn't think this would work out because it's not at the Target Center, but he got us tickets to 21 Pilots. He got us two, so me and my friend Hannah, you probably know who Hannah is, I invited her and we decided to go. There's two openers, so typically when there's two openers I will show up later, especially because these two I didn't particularly like. But I wanted to get there early just because I knew The Myth and seating like this, there isn't actually any seating, you stand, so I wanted to kind of make it towards the front of the line, and you know, I always try to show up early to concerts, so that's kind of what I decided to do. And we get there, and there was a huge line, like a very long line, and we're like, oh great, but you know, it happens, you know, they're gonna open doors. We got there like maybe half an hour, 45 minutes before the doors were gonna open. And so I was told to pick up my tickets at will call, and so I go up to the lady and she's very grouchy. She asked me, she's like, did you pay for the tickets already? And I'm like, oh, they're kind of free, but yes, I don't have to pay for the tickets. She's like, were the tickets paid for? And I'm like, yes, I think they were paid for. And she's like, no, these tickets were given to you. And she like hands me the envelope with my name on it, and I was like, okay, I didn't know what you were asking. Why are you so mad at me? And she's like, just follow up the stairs and that's where you'll be. Okay, cool, don't know what this means, but great. And they're like these little wristbands. And so we go to the end of the line, and it is so long, and we stand in this line for, I think it was 2 to 2.5 hours. I have a video on my phone. I will show it to you. Well, I won't show it to you here. I'll show it to you right now.
Okay, wait, I want this. I want to like...
So if you can tell on that video, the line is so big, it is cut across like a parking lot. It is so many people, and I didn't even record it. Like, it was so long, and we were waiting outside this whole time. By the time we got to the building, 21 Pilots would have already started if it began at a regular time because we waited in this line for so long. I just spat everywhere. That was cute. And so we kind of made friends with like the people in line with us just because, you're with them for 2 hours. What else are you gonna do? And my feet were so sore and I was so freezing cold. I brought just like a sweatshirt with me because I wasn't expecting this. I'd never been to this venue before. So we're all freezing, and so we finally get towards the end of the line. And people are cutting in front of us, like I said, the line is so far back that people are like sitting there like, oh my gosh, they don't know what to do. So they're cutting in front of people that have been there for 2 hours. And it's just frustrating, but finally we get towards the end. My toes are numb at this point. I can barely function because I'm so tired. Like, me and Hannah just sat on the ground at some point because we were so tired. And so once we get there, then the security guard like pulls us away because we don't have tickets like everyone else does. We have these wristbands, and there's no receipt or anything. It's just like a typical wristband, and he's like, oh, okay, good, you guys are good to go. And we're like, okay, phew. So we find a place, and there's the two openers, and we can barely see because there's this giant pole in front of us. So we walk downstairs, we try to find a place to see. We find this little area without people in it, and that's where we watch the rest of the concert. And by time the second opener was getting close to done, my feet hurt so bad from standing this whole time, plus they got numb, so like they've just experienced a lot of tension at the moment. And the girls around us, I mean, it's okay to be enthusiastic at a concert, but they are like screaming, and once 21 Pilots comes on, they're like screaming the lyrics, which is fine, but I can't hear Tyler Joseph sing because you are screaming in front of me and you're like holding up your phone so I can't see because I'm short and you're not short, and so it's just, there's so many things happening, and girls are like pushing to like shove in front of you, and we're like, no, we've been here for so long, you need to not do that. The concert is towards the end and they are playing the last song, like they've already done everyone's screaming like, oh, encore, and so they're coming on for the encore, and me and Hannah were like, let's get out of here. I am so exhausted because I've been standing for so long, and like I said, there's no seating in this whole place except near the bar, which is upstairs and you can't see, and that's covered with people anyways, all the little like seating things, covered with people, so there's literally no place to sit unless it's on the floor, which you probably don't want to do. So we head home, and I noticed that like my mom and my stepdad had called me, and I was like, uh-oh. Or not uh-oh, but I'm just like, okay, I obviously couldn't call them back. And so we get to my house, because I didn't call them just because, yeah, I just waited till I got home. And Ray was like, how did you enjoy those seats? And I'm like, actually, there weren't any seats. It was just standing, and it was awful, blah, blah, blah. And Ray's like, you didn't get the VIP seating? And me and Hannah were like, what do you mean? And he's like, yeah, I won't say his name. That one guy that gave us the tickets, those are VIP seats. You could have, if you went to this one area, there was like a, what would you call it? Not a suite, but kind of like this whole area with chairs that you were supposed to go in. That means we wouldn't have had to wait in that long line. And me and Hannah were like, what? No one told us that we didn't have to wait in the line and that we had seating. And then I thought back, okay, the only point at which I would have maybe known is that when the lady was like, follow up the stairs and that's where you should be. But we went upstairs and that's where like the bar was, and so I was just thinking maybe go upstairs. I don't know if like people were told like what floor they have to be on. We moved downstairs. Anyways, so yeah, the security guards or whatever they were, even when they pulled us aside and looked at the wristbands, they didn't tell us like, oh, go up here. No one told us except that one lady who was very grouchy, and she's just like, follow up the stairs. And like I said, the only stairs that we followed up were the right ones. There must have been like some secret, mysterious, hidden staircase. And so right at that moment, I instantly felt so sick to my stomach. I'm like, we didn't have to wait in that line, and we could have gotten seating without people like going like this in front of us and screaming. And I was like, are you kidding me? So in the morning I was looking at pictures from the concert, like I went under the myth and I was just like, oh, I wanted to see. And I had this feeling before we left, like, should we stay? Is there gonna be something after the encore, like after people leave? But like I said, we were so exhausted. So that means if we would have known we had VIP tickets, we would have not had to wait in the 2-hour line in the freezing cold. We would have gotten perfect view. We would have been sitting. We wouldn't have had people jumping in front of us. And we wouldn't have been so exhausted that we would have stayed after like I thought we should have, because I've seen other people like that he's been staying after. I would have listened to my conscience more than likely and stayed after and met Tyler Joseph. And I am so pissed that it's still like that whole morning when I told Hannah, I was like, Hannah, look at this. And she's like, oh my, I was so upset, especially at that stupid lady who was so mean to me and didn't tell me exactly where to go, because like I said, I went up the stairs and there was just a bar up there. I didn't know that there was gonna be like secret luxury VIP seating because no one told me. And the thing is the guy who provided the tickets and or Ray were gonna tell me and Hannah like, oh my gosh, these are VIP tickets, but they wanted it to be a surprise. It sure was a surprise to me because no one told me at the venue, so I want to like sue the myth. Can I do that? Can I sue a concert venue for not being nice to me? It's been like 6 months now, but I think that'd go well in court. So yeah, to this day, I'm still very upset about it, because when I see them in July, they're gonna be at the Target Center, which is like giant, and they're not gonna have a meet and greet after that because they've grown so much in popularity that I mean, they might have to stay like 3 hours after, and it's probably not gonna happen because like I said, they're so big now that was my one and only chance to meet them in real life without paying like $1 billion for a meet and greet ticket, la-di-da. And it's nothing that 21 Pilots did, like whatever this title is, I hope you guys didn't think like I'm mad at them, obviously not. I'm wearing their hat. I'm mad at, not the myth, but just that one particular lady worker and just, but I did see Jenna Joseph. So that's kind of cool. I saw his wife because she was like walking from her car into the venue, so. I mean, I guess I wouldn't have seen her if I waited in that line, but I think I'd rather not see her and see actual Tyler Joseph instead of waiting that damn line. I just thought I'd release some anger and tell you guys that. Let me know if you like this video or if you like story times. I'm not probably going to do them often at all because I don't have very many stories, but yeah, I thought it'd just be something fun to share because I saw this hat. And I was like, actually, I should probably share this because I was going to a while back and I just forgot about it, so yeah. Tyler Joseph or Josh Dunn, if you're watching this, and if you want to stay after when you come to the XL Center in Minneapolis in July, if you want to stay after, I'll be waiting. So anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully this video will bring me some closure to my experience, and hopefully I will be able to move on from now and look forward to seeing them in July. Not even seeing them, just seeing them from afar because the dang venue's so big that I won't even be able to see the little faces. Okay, I need to be done. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And wait, how do I end videos? Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!